Good evening and welcome to it, the Pitch Sports Show on KCOG Centerville on a Wednesday evening live from your local Hy-Vee store here in the Hy-Vee dining area. Russ Ocker, along with the Hall of Famer Chadley Koestner and Mr. Josh Bryce, and we've got a big show for you tonight. We are, as always, here on KCOG. We are streaming KCOGradio.com. You should be able to get it there, or at thepitchsportshow.com. Thepitchsportsshow.com. You can spread the word. You should be able to listen live there as well. And of course, if you miss anything, you can go back and catch the archive shows at thepitchsportshow.com. We have a big show for you tonight. Some new things to the show that aren't every week occurrences, like new Hy-Vee manager. Chris Glick is expected to stop by here shortly. We'll get to know this guy and find out a little bit about him. And also on the show tonight, Jamie Cochran will be in to talk about Moravia sports. They got some great things going on over there this winter, and he'll be on a little bit later on. And then we'll have our usual Coach Matt Johnson, who's battling being sick a few times. So I think I saw him walk in. Hopefully he's got that taken care of.
He walked by. At least we know he's in the building.
We know he's in the building, and he's upright anyway, so that's good.
Whether or not he can talk, we don't know.
So we'll visit with him and also with Coach Matt Christage about Big Red basketball. Michaela Bauer, Centerville High School senior, is our In the Box segment tonight. The young lady, we'll visit with her. And Coach Matt Kovacevic will be along a little bit later on to talk Reddit basketball and take a trip to the Mount Elizabeth and take the Hall of Fame Challenge. And I'm being told, I cannot promise this or guarantee this, there's the chance that one of our fine sponsors, the Cadillac, Billy Thomas from the Thomas Funeral Home, may stop out later and sit in on the Hall of Fame Challenge. So always his prerogative as one of our fine sponsors. He wants us to get in there. So we'll see.
Really, anybody's prerogative.
Well, yeah, don't have to be a sponsor card. Yeah, just come on out. And, especially if they got a chance to beat Topa. You know, he's kind of hurt.
Anybody important to him, he's only lost one.
We got that one bat ruling. He's been on a streak ever since. That's right. So, and we will have our Do You Know the Rules question tonight as well. So we got a lot of things going on tonight here on the pitch. We hope you'll stick around, and we'll be in here till 8 o'clock tonight. Coming up after the break, Josh Bryce will tell us about all the things going on at Hy-Vee, and we hope to meet our new store manager, Chris Glick, coming up next on the pitch.
When it comes to menswear, nobody does it better than Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square. Whether you need a new suit to look your best for that next business meeting or a new golf shirt to look your best for that next business meeting, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help. And remember, wedding season is just around the corner. For all your tuxedo needs, stop by Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square. From business to casual, from head to toe, Jim Ireland Menswear. We've got you covered.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends, and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiowegian.com. That's dailyiowegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appomattox County.
You are listening to the Pitch Sports Show on KCOG Centerville, talking local sports and a little bit more. Live from Hy-Vee, Josh Bryce joining us now to tell us about all the things that are going on out here at Hy-Vee. Lots of great deals. Josh, I know you guys are still giving away a lot of money. haven't been able to get in my hands on
Yeah,
it.
but there's still 9 more drawings to go. Don't give up, guys. Don't give up. There's a chance. There's a chance. But yeah, don't forget. Yeah, don't forget with your Fuel Saver card, you can also get great deals too in our ad. If you scan your Fuel Saver card, you can get money off of certain items that are in our weekly ad. And then every time you swipe it, you're entered for a chance to win a $100 gift card that we're doing every week. And you are eligible from week to week. We just learned this, that you can win more than one of the $100 gift cards. We've actually had 2 back-to-back winners already in the gift card promotion. And you can't even get in there once. Apparently, you need to shop more, Russ. I'm just saying. And then in April, we're going to be giving away $10,000 in cash.
Yeah, I think you've done it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, come out 12 times a day and buy a package of gum. So
Whenever we just see your face on here, that's all we need. Just more often, yeah.
all right, and what do you got for reasons to get me out of here?
We got a great 2-day sale on Saturday and Sunday. We have fresh from the meat department, John Morrell boneless hams, 4 pounds for just $4.99. Kitchen Fresh single topping 12-inch pizzas for just $6.99 with a 10-cent fuel saver. Bakery Fresh chocolate chip cookies, $2.99 a dozen. We have Lewisburg apple cider in a gallon jug in our produce department for just $4.99. Hy-Vee strawberry twists, 4 for $5 with an 8-cent fuel saver with a purchase of 4. Hy-Vee K-Cups, donut shop or breakfast blend, $15.99 with a 25-cent fuel saver. And to go along with that, we have a few of the Keurig K200 brewing system for just $69.99. Save $30 on that right off the bat. We also have Simply Done Ultra Strong or Ultra Soft toilet paper in the 9 mega roll for $4.99 with a 20-cent fuel saver. And then Pepsi half-liter 6-pack bottles, 5 for $9. Purchase of 5 required.
All right. All out here at your local Hy-Vee store. Josh, of course, will be joining us throughout the night. He's got, he'll take the truth and mound with us, and we'll see how he does with the Hall of Fame challenge as well. Of course, he's always stellar on the field of the rules.
Oh, yeah, that's my forte. Yeah.
Rules, why we don't need no.
Why I'm not an umpire or a referee of any sort, yeah.
Coming up next,
Whatever Josh says, just pick the up.
yeah, right,
And like 98% of the time, you will be correct, yeah.
all right. We are joined next by our new store manager out here at Hy-Vee, Chris Blick. Joins us. We'll get to know him when we come back on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Home at 856-8661 or visit them at 501 North 18th Street in Centerville. Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Hey everybody, it's Ocker the Broker with Ocker Realty in Centerville, located at 315 North 10th, just across from the post office. At Ocker Realty, we don't just list your house, we sell your house. We have innovative ways to make that happen. One of them being our virtual tours. Check out what we can do for you. Give us a call at 437-0500. That's 437-0500. Or call me on my cell at 641-895-0862. That's 895-0862. Ocker Realty in Centerville. Follow us home. Ocker Realty is an equal housing opportunity firm. Russ Ocker Broker.
You're listening to the Pitch Sports Show on KCOG Centerville, presented by Hy-Vee, and we are pleased now to introduce everybody to the new sport manager, Chris Blick, is joining us now here on the Pitch Sports Show. Chris, welcome to the pitch, and welcome to Centerville.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Good to be here.
So tell us just a little bit about you and your family. First of all, I guess let's start with you. Where do you hail from?
Well, I originally grew up in Perry, Iowa. Went to high school there. Went to college in Des Moines at Drake University, and then once I graduated college, started with Hy-Vee, and shortly after that, moved down to the Kansas City market. And I've been there for about the last 9 years, and just a week ago got the nod to become the next store director here in Centerville. So that's kind of my personal history.
So Kansas City, what was your role down there? I guess what did you leave?
Well, when I left, I was manager of store operations at the Kansas City number 3 Hy-Vee store over kind of by the airport there.
So they have more than one Hy-Vee?
Just a few, yeah. They're at
just at one here.
20 right now, yep.
All right. So tell us about getting the call and getting your first store manager.
Yes, this was the first store manager position. Completely caught me off guard. I was actually on vacation with the family out in Colorado, and saw the phone ring. I just kind of ignored it. I said, I'm on vacation. There's nothing important happening. So, and then I saw the voicemail, and I was like, oh, I better call this number back. And called the number back, and like I said, just completely caught me off guard, but very exciting. I've been applying for stores for about 4 years now. So,
well,
very exciting.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
We're happy to have you here in Centerville. So Perry, Iowa takes you back to the high school days. What were you a sports guy up there?
Oh, I ran. Yeah, I ran cross country and track. So that kind of filled most of my time. I ran in summer track clubs as well. Just really invested in track.
So it's a distance guy.
Middle distance. I ran 400s and 800s. So that was my specialty then. Yeah.
So now Chad Lee was a sprinter,
okay,
and he is adamant that regardless of what some of his coaches told him, a 400 is not a sprint. Now, where would you come in and classify the 400?
I would call it a sprint. I would. Yeah. I'll disagree here.
Sprint it.
Yeah.
I do not. I thought this is about the 200.
Where that was all the faster I could go, though.
All right, well, tell me about your family then.
Sure. Married. My wife, Josephine, we've been married for about 3 years now, a little over 3 years, and we have a 2-year-old boy, Michael. That's my family. My in-laws are all in Kansas City. My family's all kind of spread out, so I have a brother in Des Moines, my other brother in Chicago, down in Texas, and then my parents are living in Florida right now. So we're all over the place.
Outstanding. I think I'd be putting in to visit the parents in the winter, maybe.
Whenever we can, yes, absolutely.
Now, is your wife then from the Kansas City area?
Yes, she is. She's born and raised. So this will be a new experience for her to get to experience small town Iowa, but she's getting excited about it.
And she's been here, so
she's made a visit. She likes the town, loves all the shops on the square.
All right.
She'll enjoy it.
And a 2-year-old, I'm sure that managing a store is going to take a tremendous amount of energy, and the 2-year-old's probably going to take whatever you got left. Right?
Yes. Yeah, he amazingly gets a burst of energy about 7, 8 o'clock at night when you're getting home. And as much as you want to relax, he just doesn't have any of that.
So, not up for that.
No, not at all.
What about sports now? I'm hearing that you're a Viking fan?
Yes, yeah. My family lived in Minnesota. I was born in Minnesota. Then shortly after I was born, we moved back down to Iowa. So that's where my family got their rooting interest from, and I just kind of followed suit there. Yeah.
As a Viking fan, has the Cubs' success, does that give any energy to the Vikings? My dad's a lifetime Viking fan, so I've been through the tribulation rooting for the Vikings.
I just never get my hopes up. just keep it easy. Even in when they had Favre and they were in the NFC Championship game, you knew something was going to happen. So I just don't even bother getting excited. As sad as that sounds.
Yeah, somebody extra will run into the huddle. Right?
Yeah.
All right, tell me about, I guess, your philosophy as a store manager. What are some of the things that you want to bring to the table?
Well, early on, it's really just getting to know people, getting to know the employee, getting to know the store, the competition, just seeing everything that is going on in this town. Really, I don't think until I know the dynamics of this market, I don't really know exactly what I want to do. There's going to be the basics that we always push at Hy-Vee as far as keeping the store clean, taking the best care of customers possible, and then also offering deals. So those are kind of going to be the focus areas for me here.
Well, I know you've only been in Centerville for a short time, but give me something, one or two things maybe that you've heard of that you had never heard of. I'm sure there's a few things that people clue you into right out of the chute that maybe doesn't go on in every town.
Well, as soon as probably the day after we got the call, my wife started doing some research on Centerville, and the thing she was most excited about was National Pancake Day. So we're looking forward to that in our family. And let's see, other than that, it's, I'm excited to get out to the lake in the summer and see what all that has to offer, and just keep exploring here.
The thing about Pancake Day for you, as the Hy-Vee manager, is pancakes are free for everybody, but I think Hy-Vee provides for everybody but you.
Yeah. Somebody has to pay for it.
Yeah. All right. Chris Glick is the new store manager out here at Hy-Vee, and we're happy to have him here in Centerville. Of course, this show is basically our opportunity to come on and brag about the young men and women in our community, high school athletes, on to some of the kids who've gone on to college and everything. And it goes from band to sports to everything. And I know Hy-Vee is always, no matter where they're at, big into what's going on with their community and the youth.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the community support our business, so we do as much as we can to keep paying back there.
Well, we appreciate it. And of course, Hy-Vee's been with us now on this show. You mentioned earlier, glad to be on your show, and it's you guys' show. We appreciate your support here, and you're out, I think, for 7 years now here out at Hy-Vee, and we look forward to working with you guys and continued support. And one of these days, I just know Josh is going to tell me that I have won one of the Hy-Vee giveaways so far.
Yep, keep scanning that card.
Your day's coming.
Yep.
I'm like the Vikings, right? One of these days.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate you very much. And I know you're looking forward to folks that get out here to the store and we get a chance to see Chris in the aisles. I know you're looking forward to getting to know more and more of your customers, and we wish you all the best here in Centerville.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. We'll take a break. When we come back, Coach Matt Johnson's going to talk about wrestling. I heard earlier today, Chad, that the Big Reds had a big night, so we're looking forward to visiting with him. Some exciting dual action. We're going to talk about that and much more when we come back on Hy-Vee.
What is important to you right now? Is it your health? Is it your job? Is it your family? Perhaps it's your upcoming retirement or your lack of a plan to get to retirement. This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Successful coaches always have a plan for their team and for the next ball game. In the financial game of life, you need a smart plan to protect your family and a smart plan for your retirement. For almost 30 years now, I have been helping people with life insurance and retirement plans with cash flow. It's critically important to have a plan financially for your family and for your retirement. I can help you with both. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville.
Henley Dental in Centerville reminds you of the importance of taking good care of your teeth. You should have your teeth cleaned and examined every 6 months. Call Henley Dental in Centerville at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Taking good care of your teeth can save you a lot of pain and a lot of money. At Henley Dental in Centerville, they offer a wide array of dental procedures. Call Henley Dental in Centerville at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Henley Dental in Centerville. Only 10% of collision repair shops achieve I-CARD Gold Class standard, the highest training level recognized in the industry. RK Auto Body is proud to be one of them. We know the latest repair techniques, how to find hidden damage, and how to repair your car's critical safety features so they work properly again. We invest in training because we would never cut corners with your family's safety at stake, and neither should you. Get your vehicle repaired at RK Auto Body, where your safety is our top priority. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville. Big thanks to store manager Chris Quick for stopping by, and we wish him all the best here in Centerville. Now we're going to talk a little bit of wrestling. Coach Matt Johnson joins us now, and Coach, I know you've been fighting the sick bug yourself. Yeah, but it's good to back to full strength here. What do you think? Close to it. Yeah. All right. So the Big Reds, since last week we talked a lot about the Big Red Invitational. I know we had some good moments there. Again, congratulations, Aiden Kosrich, on winning that. Yeah. Then you go to what could be a tournament that's even tougher, really, than a state tournament. Yeah. And that's up to Urbandale, and you kind of find out where you're at there. Any win's a good win at Urbandale.
Correct. 22 teams, I believe, 24 teams of the tournament, and we stayed. Tiger Terpstra was our lone place winner. He took 6th place at the tournament at 132 pounds. And we were sitting there watching the finals, and literally, I would say there was at least 7 matches where it was the number 1 3A wrestler in the state versus the number 2 3A wrestler in the state. And then if it wasn't 1 and 2, it was some type of 1 versus 3 or 2 versus 4. So, and there's us and Ballard were the only 2 3A teams there. So it is definitely tougher than the 2A state wrestling tournament. So it was, by and large, it was quite an experience. The boys wrestled hard, and like you said, any win's a good win. We did better than we did last year. Of course, I'm always looking for ways we could improve, but overall, we competed.
Do you get a chance to check out some? As a wrestling fan, I'm sure there's some matches going on that a guy just like to keep an eye on. I know you guys are busy. Do you get a chance to peek over at some of those 1 versus 2 and 1 versus?
Oh yeah. So the way Urbandale runs it is they really highlight their finals matches. So all the other placing matches were done except for the 1st and 3rd place matches. So we got to sit and watch all of them. And probably the highlight I thought was the 220-pound match. Young man from North Scott, who's ranked 6th in the nation, was wrestling Rocky Lombardi from West Des Moines Valley, who is going to play quarterback at Michigan State next year. And Lombardi took him out in overtime with a takedown in the sudden victory, and that was a good match. 2 big boys, good athletes.
All right, so you get the Urbandale, and that's a tremendous experience, especially late in the season, because you're not far from the boat season now. And then, other than Urbandale, since last week, what have we had? I know we had a lot of success last night.
Yeah, last night we wrestled in Kirksville, and we had 3 duels. We wrestled Kirksville, Macon, Missouri, and then finished up the night with Fort Madison, and we were fortunate enough to go 3-0 on the night.
And had some exciting moments there. Let's
definitely
right to the big one. The Fort Madison, from what I understand, came right down to the wire, and the fan base it was just a rowdy atmosphere.
It was, and I told multiple people, I'm like, if you would have gone to that duel last night, I guarantee you'd say, well, when's the next one? Because it was one of the funnest things that I've gotten to be part of as a coach. Our kids went out there and they were fighting tooth and nail to do anything they could to help the team win. And it's interesting in wrestling because sometimes what you talk about is, okay, in a dual meet, if you're going to lose, you got to worry about how you lose. You can't lose by fall and expect to win many dual meets. And we've been preaching about stuff like that all year because, very rarely you're going to go out and win all 14 matches. That doesn't happen hardly ever. So if we're going to win duels, when we lose, we have to be scrapping. We have to be fighting. We can't go to our back. And we had kids, you watch them, they wanted it. They wanted the team win. And thankfully we were able to do that. Lee Ginabana, who's been out most of the year with injuries, wrestled 113 pounds last night, and he lost by decision in the last match, but that allowed us to win the duel by 1 point, 36-35. So it was good.
It sounds like that's exactly what you have to have if you're going to build the program as a whole. If you've got a group of guys fighting for each other, it sounds like you're definitely in the right direction.
Exactly, and that's, this is my 11th year in Centerville, and in most of those 11 years, I've been directly involved with the wrestling program, and I'm sure we've had other great duels that I've been part of, and this one's fresh in my mind. So I can't think of another one in which I saw, our whole team come together, sharing each other. And we've had a few of those. Maybe the other one, the Wayne at the beginning of the year, and that was huge. It came down to the very last match, and we've had some exciting dual meet victories, and I think that'll help us moving forward.
So last night, who did we have? Did you think of who's 3-0?
Yeah, we had a few people 3-0. I'll probably have a hard time remembering off the top of my head. Caden Kosrich, who was back from being sick, he didn't compete at Urbandale. He was out for a little over a week with, the illness that everybody seems to be getting. He's healthy now, thankfully, but he went 3-0 last night. He's our 120-pounder. He weighed in at 126, and we bumped him up. He wrestled 132 all three duels, and, wrestled quality. He wrestled good competition, and he did a good job wrestling well above his weight class. Tiger Terpstra went 2-1. Against Kirksville, he was matched up against one of their state place winners, and he beat that young man in overtime, so that was a nice win. His loss came to, I think, the number 3 ranked wrestler at 138 in 3A. So Tiger bumped up a weight class to wrestle last night, too. Ethan Wagner was really good. He was 3-0. Stephen Wardlow was 3-0. One of the matches of the night, Cameron Flick, who's a freshman, first-year wrestler, came away. He matched up with another young man of comparable ability against Kirksville and came out with the win, so that was super exciting. So there were good things from everyone. The kids fought hard last night.
How much fun are you having this year with this group of kids?
Oh, I'm having a lot of fun. I mean, it's every year is a little bit different, and every year kind of has its its struggles and its triumphs. And this year it's been great. The kids, by and large, are they're there every day, which doesn't always happen. But this year it has, and for the most part, they work hard. We're always talking about ways to improve, and we got to work hard every day, and that's one thing that we've been trying to do, and we're getting better at. We've made a lot of progress from the beginning of this year to now, as well as obviously from last year to this year. So we're pleased with where we're going. We're not satisfied. It's exciting that we're only losing one senior, though we will be, sad to have Cade move on. But we're just really, really excited on where this program's going.
So what's next on the schedule for the Big Red Wrestlers?
Well, we'll have a JV tournament in Fairfield on Friday night. We'll probably have about 9 to 10 wrestlers compete there. And then we have our last varsity action of the year before sectionals on Saturday at Fairfield, Southern Iowa Classic.
And as we head towards sectionals, what can you tell us about who you expect to be at what weight class? I mean, at that point, obviously it becomes, at that point, there's still the team aspect, but everybody wants to get to the weight where they have the best chance to succeed. So where are some of the guys going to settle in at?
Pretty much everyone's going to wrestle where they have been. Cade Warren and Stephen Wardlow, we're looking at, Steve might bump up a weight class. He's going to kind of test the waters on Saturday. Cade's been between 195 and 182 this year, so he's going to go back and test the waters at 195 again on Saturday. So that's probably the two people who might be in a slightly different weight class than they've been recently. But you're right. At the end of the season, it most definitely comes down to, where individually can we do the best. And I've always been a big proponent, especially at the end of the year. I always say what's best for the individual is best for the team, because the way it works is once you get through to state and score points, I mean, the better our individuals do at state, the better our team's going to place, at least in the individual tournament. So, yeah, that's where we're headed.
Coach Matt Johnson, Big Red Wrestling, the Big Red Fairfield this weekend, and then the next weekend it's Do or Die. The postseason gets underway, and give us the Albia for districts?
Albia for sectionals, and that'll be a start time of noon on that Saturday. I believe it's the 4th. And then hopefully we can have a good number of qualifiers make it on to Knoxville for districts.
And the weight situation now, for a lot of us who may not know, how does it, whether it becomes an allowance and things like that as the season has progressed? So when you say now 120, is there a little bit of allowance?
Yeah, it's actually 122. On January 1, they get what's called a growth allowance. So for some of our kids, I think that was the best Christmas present. They needed it. We've had some growing.
And so they're where they're at now. Like, there's no more allowances coming.
No, there's no more scale allowances. Our wrestlers that make it to state, I can't quite remember because it's been a few years since I've been there, but I'm pretty sure right the first day of state, they give you they do because state duels are on Wednesday night. So on Thursday, everybody gets a 1 pound scale allowance. And then on Friday, you get a 2nd pound for scale allowance. And then the most you can ever get for a scale allowance is 2 pounds. So on Saturday for the placing rounds. So like the last day of state, a 120 pounder actually weighs in at 124.
All right. Coach Matt Johnson, the Big Red Wrestlers, a big night last night, coming down the home stretch now. And we look forward to hopefully a great weekend this weekend. And then, of course, everybody gets all pumped up. I know that week before sectionals, I got to believe it's pretty intense in the wrestle room.
Oh, definitely. We shorten things up, but we crank up the intensity.
All right, Coach, as always, thanks for stopping out. We're glad to see that you're feeling better. Hopefully that's behind you now. I know it's tough, but we appreciate you stopping out and look forward to good things from Big Reds.
Thanks, gentlemen.
We'll take a break. When we come back, Coach Matt Crucic is on to talk basketball. That's next on Hy-Vee.
When it comes to menswear, nobody does it better than Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square. Whether you need a new suit to look your best for that next business meeting or a new golf shirt to look your best for that next business meeting, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help. And remember, wedding season is just around the corner. For all your tuxedo needs, stop by Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square. From business to casual, from head to toe, Jim Ireland Menswear. We've got you covered.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiowegian.com. That's dailyiowegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appalachia County.
Listening to the pitch on KCOG Centerville, and Coach Matt Crucic joins us now, and he'll be thrilled to know that we will be playing, the rules again tonight at some point. So, we'll get into that. I think you guys will. I feel pretty confident that this will be one you guys can handle, but we'll see. You never know. All right, Coach. Bryce, since last we spoke, things did not go so well against Sheraton, other than the first quarter. But it seemed like we didn't come out as fired up, or maybe it was just they were ready to go and took it to us. But we kind of got ourselves in a hole we couldn't get out of.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They came out playing full court and did a great job. They made good transitions, and we were trying to come back and pick them up man, but they were attacking us so fast that we were having trouble finding our guys. And then off defensive rebounds, they were beating us to the hoop the whole first quarter, like you said. And for the rest of the game, I think we outscored them by 4 points. But at the same time, you can't go out and spot a team about a 12-point lead right off the bat. And but I have to give Ben Schooley a lot of credit. And the rivalry we have with Sheridan, it is hard to give them credit, but at the same time, they've done a nice job with that team this year. They really have. And I always thought in the past they kind of lived off Lang and Hawkinson, and I think this year those guys kind of grouped around each other, and they're playing great team ball right now. And I know they took it on the chin at Mount Pleasant last night and lost by 20, but I think a lot of people are losing to Mount Pleasant by 20 or more, but still, I think Sheridan has developed into a really nice ball team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they make some noise in the postseason. But they did. They worked the ball in, and they got good transition baskets. They hit the perimeter shots very well. Their ball movement was good, and they executed very well. And there's really nothing you can say except give them credit. And I chewed our guys a little bit at halftime just for the fact of I take pride in this team as far as our hustle and effort, and it wasn't there in that first quarter. I think we came out and just kind of played real sluggish, and we paid the price for it because they took it to us. And I was proud of our effort from the second half, and I told our guys, if they didn't come out and play with that kind of effort against Putnam, it was going to be another long night. And I thought we looked very well, and we've kind of rebounded since. But we've had to learn some tough lessons this year. You got to make the easy shots and to win games, and you have to get back on defense and be organized, or good teams are going to beat you, and they're going to beat you bad. And we've learned that pretty hard.
Well, you come off of what I know is obviously a disappointing loss on Friday night, Sheraton, and then you're going to play on a Saturday, which we don't always do. Now, we're on a run of Saturdays now.
Yes, we are.
You come back on Saturday with Putnam County, who has a tremendous player in Calvin Hyden. Everybody expecting or thinking, boy, hope we don't come out the same way. And like you said, we did not. I don't know. I, for one, was not expecting us to, 30-point win or better. I think we had continuous clock at one point. It certainly seemed like the guys came out on a mission to get it back on the right track.
Well, I knew Brett would be hyped for that game just because him and Calvin have a long history in basketball, and have played a lot of traveling ball together, and Brett really gets up to beat his best friend. But at the same time, I thought the whole team looked very sharp. Tyson Maloma stepped up for us, played an excellent game, and we've been wanting that out of him. We wanted him and Colton to really step up because Friday night, I don't want to be negative on my kids, but Colton is our second, he's our second man in charge when it comes to offense, and he didn't even shoot a shot in the first half against Sheraton. And I really jumped him about that going into Saturday's game, because I was like, Brett and Calvin are probably going to counteract each other, and we need you and Tyson to really step up and hit some big shots for us. And I thought Colton had a tremendous game against Putnam, and Tyson, like I said, he was our leading scorer and did a great job running the floor and hitting some threes, and did a good job defensively too. And but another person who has really stepped up in the last couple of games is Logan Stickler. I think we're getting some tremendous offense out of him, and Hunter Matty is playing great defense and rebounding well for us. So, I really feel like our team has kind of settled in and accepted their roles pretty well, and I feel like we have a solid starting five. And it's nice when your team goes out and hits 12 three-pointers, and that's what we did against Putnam. And then we come around last night and hit 16. So, I've had a lot of kids that could really score a lot of points, but last night I saw Brett Kozarich get in a zone that I'd never seen him in before. And as soon as he crossed the half line, you had to guard him because he was in a zone where he was going to knock down absolutely everything. So, when a guy knocks down 8 3-pointers on you, and he a lot of times with a hand in his face too, because Clark is really not a bad ball club. It just seems like we had their number this year, because they had just scraped out a couple of really good wins over Albia and over Pleasantville the night before they played us. So I'll tell you, I know their record isn't that. I think they're like 6-9 now, but they're a nice ball team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they knocked somebody off in the postseason.
Yeah, I think Brett came down. It seemed like 4 trips in a row, maybe, and they were not. I mean, they were NBA 3-pointers. He seemed to just be completely at the zone, and then of course the Olin kid from Clark in the first half was kind of they were dueling 3-pointers there for a while. Neither one of them seemed to want to miss.
Well, and honestly, I give Logan Stickler a lot of credit for getting us started because, the Olin kid had a tremendous first quarter. I think he had 16 in the first quarter, and he was in a zone because I've always called it, I've always seen him as a post player, and I've never seen him step out and shoot threes that much. And my word, that kid was on fire, and I think we were down like 19-10 before we really started hitting, and Logan stepped out in the corner and knocked down two trips in a row. And then Brett, I think he just wanted to get involved and knock down a couple. And then he entered the zone. Like I said, he looked like Larry Bird out there for about 5 minutes. And, just a little funny story about that. We go in at halftime and Hunter Mattie's upset because the post hadn't touched the ball in the first half. And he was like, we really need to work the ball inside a little bit more. And it's like, well, we just knocked down about 9 3-pointers. So I think right now we're going to concentrate on our perimeter game. But trust me, the way a 3-point shooters work, they can be as cold as they are hot. And I kind of anticipated in the second half we'd cool down a little bit and Hunter would get a lot of touches. And sure enough, later on in the game, he got his putbacks, he got his 10 points and everything. But I just found it kind of funny because, he's thinking post moves, and I can help this team out. But I'll tell you, when we're shooting like that, I don't even know if I've ever had a team make 16 threes in a game. And it's fun to watch when your team's hitting things like that because, like I said, I thought Clark was a great team, but when we're shooting like that, I mean, we can beat anybody. And I just hope we can do it one more game because I'd sure like to have a shooting display against Knoxville just one time and just see how they can handle that.
See, we had 4 guys in double figures last night.
Yeah,
that was great to see. And like I said, Hunter Matty, I've been so impressed with his rebounding and putbacks and everything. The way he's been helping you offensively on the glass.
I agree totally. 2 years ago, Hunter was our JV guy, and he was just a lot less mature of a player back then, and he ended up, I didn't think basketball was going to work out for the kid, and he took a year off last year. And when he decided to come back out this year, I really didn't have that high of hopes of him helping us that much. I thought, hey, he'll be a great, tremendous practice player for us and someone who will, give us great effort. But I really didn't think he would come around as a basketball player, and he has been our biggest surprise this year. He's done an awesome job being a physical defender, and we always put him on everyone's best scorer. And he's been a tremendous putback guy under the basket, and he runs the floor real well. He's athletic as heck, and he's a tremendous athlete. And I just didn't know if he would come around as a basketball guy, and he really has. And he has embraced his role very well. And I give all the credit to just maturity as a person, as a kid, as an athlete. I think he's just. He's figured out that, hey, if I listen to my coaches and I just stay focused, I can help the team. And he's really embraced that role, and I appreciate it. And I think the team really loves having him around this year.
We'll grab a break. We'll come back more with Coach Matt Krusich. The Big Reds are 9-6 now, 7-4 in conference, and we won a couple in a row. We'll have Knoxville coming to town on Friday night. More with Coach right after this.
Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitchfork Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and alleviation of stress on your family. are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home at 856-8661 or visit them at 501 North 18th Street in Centerville. Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Hey everybody, it's Ocker the Broker with Ocker Realty in Centerville, located at 315 North 10th, just across from the post office. At Ocker Realty, we don't just list your house, we sell your house. We have innovative ways to make that happen. One of them being our virtual tours. Check out what we can do for you. Give us a call at 437-0500. That's 437-0500. Or call me on my cell at 641-895-0862. That's 895-0862. Ocker Realty in Centerville. Follow us home. Ocker Realty is an equal housing opportunity firm. Russ Ocker Broker.
You are listening to the pitch on KCOG Centerville. Still to come on the show tonight. Jamie Cochran joins us to talk Moravia Winter Sports. They've got some great things going on there. Also, Michaela Bauer is our In the Box segment. And Coach Matt Kavakovich will be along a little bit later on to talk Red basketball. Right now, we're talking Big Red basketball with Coach Matt Chrissy. Big Red's 9-6 now on the season, 7-4 in conference. Hard to believe conference season is down to one game. It's a big one. I know you love nothing better than to spoil Knoxville's undefeated conference run. They're coming to town Friday night, and boy, on our home floor, if our best shows up, we have a chance to be in the game.
Yeah, you're right. And last year, that was kind of the win that we hung our hat on, when we went up to their place and knocked them off late in the year. It was this time of year. And, it sure would be nice to be able to make some noise against a tremendous defensive team and a team that you have to guard all five guys. They don't have any weaknesses on that squad. I would say their one weakness that's probably going to hurt them in the postseason is just their lack of size. They're all about 6'2" or 6'3", and they're very athletic, but they don't have a post player that can dominate inside. And I think if something's going to hurt Knoxville down the road, it's probably going to be a dominant post player. But at the same time, I would take an athletic guard bunch like that and have a good time with them. And they remind me a lot of our 2003 bunch that made it to state. We had five guards on the floor all the time, and we ran the heck out of people, but, our downfall was coming up against the 7-footer from Mount Vernon. And, anytime you have to guard someone that's, 6'8" or bigger and can dominate in the paint, it's tough as a five-guard squad to beat someone like that. But I'll tell you, Coach Larson does a great job with his team. His son runs the show at the point guard spot, and he gets the most out of them. And they have no fear against anyone, and I know they're going to come in here thinking, being very confident against us because they pretty much controlled the whole game up at Knoxville. So, if we're ever going to get them, I think now's the time because we are shooting better than we have all year. We're gaining confidence at the free throw line, and we are defending well. It's just, when it comes to a team like Knoxville with no weaknesses, you have to maintain position on all five guys, and they're going to make it rough on us. But at the same time, the way we're shooting right now, if we're ever going to do it, now's the time.
It seemed like up there, they struggled a little bit on the glass. They got a lot of the 50-50 balls went their way. Has that been discussed as far as a game plan to kind of turn that tide in our favor?
Well, yeah, and also we've talked about just the physicality of that game. They extended a press on us, and they hacked and slapped us pretty hard, and they also have some depth on their bench. They're not afraid to bring in 3 or 4 guys along with the starting 5. So, we're going to have to weather a storm of guys that aren't afraid to foul. And, but you know what? That's going to get us also ready for Mount Pleasant coming to town next week because we're going to see the same thing out of them. And, a team that's not afraid to foul you and give up, put you in the bonus, and right now, that's kind of been our Achilles heel all year is putting us at the free throw line. So we definitely have to step up there with confidence and knock it down. But, that's the main thing I've been focusing on of getting our guys ready is just get ready for the physical ball playing and understand those guards are not going to let you get by them without getting, either physical with their body or hacking and slapping your arms. So you're going to have to be strong with the ball, and you're going to have to maintain your pivot foot because, those kind of guys will make you move a lot, and you got to be strong against them. So, and also the teams they play non-conference are probably every bit as strong as our non-conference teams. So, they've weathered some storms against some very good teams, such as like Newton, Pella Christian, and Pella, and I know they play Xavier later on too. So, they're not ducking anyone. They want some good competition, but when teams aren't afraid to play those teams, they're going to play you very physical, and they're going to make you earn everything you get.
The Big Red's home on Friday night. It will be senior night. So in between the girls and the boys games, we'll be introducing our seniors. And then Saturday night, you go up to I-35, more kind of Saturday day early. I think it's a 2 o'clock start time, maybe on the JV there. And they're going to be a very formidable opponent. I know they gave Sheraton all they wanted.
Well, and they sure didn't have any trouble with us last year. I know they lost their point guard who was an all-state player in the 2A division last year, but I know they're also still a very good team. And like you said, Sheraton beat them, but didn't beat them handily. And Clark also plays them too. They haven't played yet, but I know Clark's also in the same district with them. And but I-35, man, they handled our JV with no trouble last year. So we know they can play very good basketball. We're going to have to go in there a lot more focused than we were last year because I thought we played very lackadaisical up there on that Saturday afternoon last year. But I think it was also because we had just knocked off Knoxville at Knoxville, and we kind of felt good about ourselves. And then we go in there and get run off the floor at I-35. So we got a dose of reality. But this year, hopefully, we'll go up there a little more focused than we were last year.
We got Roadrunner up the floor.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We felt like the Coyote a lot.
All right, Coach. Well, before we let you go, we'll get Bryce to slide up here, and we'll have a little do you know the rules question tonight. And see how you guys do.
I feel like I know the rules pretty good until I start talking to you, Russ. So.
Okay, here we go. This has to do with taking timeouts. Okay, a couple of different scenarios here. Team B, request a timeout just prior to the toss of the jump ball to start the game. So the players are out there, everybody's set, the official's getting ready to walk in and toss it up, and Team B says, I want a timeout. That's scenario one. So let's start with that. Is that legal? Will they be granted that timeout? So there you go. The referee's stepping in, getting ready to toss it up. He's giving the old, give me some room, I'm going up high. And Coach Krusik steps out and says, wait a minute, timeout. Will that timeout be granted?
Oh, my God.
Who wants to go first on this one?
Well, I'll go first. Nick, I don't mind throwing something out there, but I'm going to say they cannot grant a timeout unless it's like, your kid turns his ankle on the way out there for the jump ball or, it's some kind of, weird issue, but I'm going to say the game has to begin before you can be granted the timeout.
Chad?
That's what I would have said. That the game has to be officially started before you can call a timeout.
All right, Josh? Yeah, possession. Okay. All right. Now, in scenario two, Coach Krusik messed up the scorebook, got the wrong numbers in there, and before the game starts, it's been assessed the technical foul. So the other team puts their player on the line. He shoots a free throw. After that first free throw, Coach Krusik says, I want a timeout. Is he going to be granted in that scenario?
Yes, because the game has begun. The kid shot a free throw. The game has begun. Even though no time has ran off the clock, I think they will grant you a timeout since the game has begun.
Chad, what do you want to do there?
I'm going to go with no.
Okay.
Bruce, sit down.
You got to wait out, Coach.
Sit down before you get a technical for that. Another one. We'll keep you up.
All right, Bryce? I'm going Bruce. All right. Well, in the first scenario, no, you cannot be granted a timeout because the game is not begun. In the second scenario, yes, you can be granted the timeout because we have had a game-related activity. So there you go, Bryce and Coach, 2 for 2. That's 1 for 1, not bad. But
Yeah, I'm the official, so I'm not going to.
You're not going to grant it. I didn't hear you, Coach. Sorry.
Before I take off, I do want to just say one quick word about these seniors. I love all 5 of these guys. They've given me 4 great years, and they've been so dedicated to the team. And, I think anyone that's come out and watched us play the last few years knows these guys are very special kids. So, if you can make it out, Big Red fans, we'd sure love to see you Friday night because we're going to have our hands full with Knoxville, but these seniors deserve the recognition and, come out and support us and especially support them.
All right, Coach, as always, thanks for stopping out. We look forward to a big weekend of basketball here.
You bet. Thank you very much.
We'll take a break. When we come back, Jamie Ocker joins us to talk all things Mohawk. They got some good things going on over there. We're going to visit with him next.
What is important to you right now? Is it your health? Is it your job? Is it your family? Perhaps it's your upcoming retirement or your lack of a plan to get to retirement. This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Successful coaches always have a plan for their team and for the next ball game. In the financial game of life, you need a smart plan to protect your family and a smart plan for your retirement. For almost 30 years now, I have been helping people with life insurance and retirement plans with cash flow. It's critically important to have a plan financially for your family and for your retirement. I can help you with both. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville.
Henley Dental in Centerville reminds you of the importance of taking good care of your teeth. You should have your teeth cleaned and examined every 6 months. Call Henley Dental in Centerville at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Taking good care of your teeth can save you a lot of pain and a lot of money. At Henley Dental in Centerville, they offer a wide array of dental procedures. Call Henley Dental in Centerville at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Henley Dental in Centerville. Only 10% of collision repair shops achieve I-CAR Gold Class standard, the highest training level recognized in the industry. RK Auto Body is proud to be one of them. We know the latest repair techniques, how to find hidden damage, and how to repair your car's critical safety features so they work properly again. We invest in training because we would never cut corners with your family's safety at stake. And neither should you. Get your vehicle repaired at RK Auto Body, where your safety is our top priority. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, and Russ W developing with Chadley Koestner and Josh Rice. We're joined now by Jamie Cochran, the AD at Moravia. Winter sports season, sounds like, Coach, everybody's having some success. Let's start with the girls basketball team. They're right around 500, and anytime you can do that, especially with the conference that you guys are in now, that's not a bad winter.
Girls team currently is like 8-8. They're in the middle of their Bluegrass Conference play, so I think they finish out tomorrow night. They play Mormon Trail, I believe, so they'll be playing over there. And then they finish the season with ITA, Seymour, and then a Molten Makeup. So and they'll be starting postseason February 9th back at Molten again. So they'll have back-to-back Molten for the end of the year. So
they at Molten against Molten to start the tournaments. Boy, is that right?
Yep.
That's always fun. Molten and Moravia. I think on the girls' side, the Eagles took the first one, right?
Yep, took the first one. Took the first one, and then we had a non-conference game scheduled on the 16th. I believe that was snowed out, so this is the makeup. So we squeezed it in right before postseason. So where it works,
you'll get to know each other even better than they already do, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right. Who's the girls' head coach still?
Clint Woodward's still the head coach. I want to give a nod out to him. He just recorded his 100th career win I think a week ago, and so a nod to him. And then they're assisted with Derek Reischauer I think he's in his second year. So, no, they're good things, especially losing the players that they did last year. They're competing. Kids are getting a lot of playing time. So I know we had some struggles there, but I think the kids are starting to find their groove and starting to compete there. So,
well, losing some of the players, does he have? Is it very many upperclassmen, or is he playing quite a few underclassmen?
I think a lot of people are getting a lot of playing time. I know they had 3 seniors this year, and Crystal Albertson and DeVore and Peyton Rogers. But there's some underclassmen getting a lot of playing time there. And then not out to Peyton Rogers get her 1,000 career points, I think it is. She recorded that a couple weeks ago too. So yeah, good things. Competing here and there. So I think the team's doing a good job for where they're at.
All right, boys. Your boys team just a touch over 500.
Yep, touch over. They're 7-6. I think they dropped the game last night in the Bluegrass. And I think they will be playing Friday on a playback against Twin Cedars, and then they'll finish out just with the girls ICA Seymour, and then the Molten Makeup. And then I'm not for sure when the boys postseason gets released, but that's kind of where we're at in that area. So, but no, doing a great job. I think this is they keep it up. There's a good chance that they'll finish at 500, maybe above 500. So kudos to them, and might be one of the first winning seasons for a while for the boys team. But lots of young underclassmen on that team. So they're doing well. I think there's 2 seniors on that team right now. Who are they? Oh, Austin Wilson and Cole Hyde. So they get plenty of playing time too. So.
All right, and you got. I know that there's some pretty good athletes. You got over there all around, and I know especially on the boys' side right now, you've got a pretty good run of pretty talented athletes.
We got a group of young men that kind of been there. You know, they spend their entire year bouncing from one sport to another. So, and I think that just carries over into each sport. So, hopefully they keep at it and they keep going and going from there. So.
All right, visiting with Jamie Cochran. He's the AD at Moravia. We'll grab a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk wrestling with Jamie right after this on Hy-Vee the Fit.
When it comes to menswear, nobody does it better than Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square. Whether you need a new suit to look your best for that next business meeting or a new golf shirt to look your best for that next business meeting, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help. And remember, wedding season is just around the corner. For all your tuxedo needs, stop by Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square. From business to casual, from head to toe, Jim Ireland Menswear. We've got you covered.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out JNL Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends, and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiwegian.com. That's dailyiwegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appomattox County.
We're to the back half of the show tonight here on the pitch and visiting with Jamie Cochran about Moravia Mohawks winter sports season. He's the AD there, and of course, Coach, I know you follow all the kids, but wrestling I know is where your passion is at. It's where you spent your winters, obviously growing up on wrestling matches. And before we get into the Mohawk team this year, of course, last year was an exciting time for you and your family with the state championship of your son, Briar. And so tell us about what he's up to now.
Briar's at Iowa State. He'll be wrestling about 141. They're redshirting him this year. He likes it. He enjoys it. So, in that regard, I can't ask anymore as a parent. Getting good grades. So I like to hear that. That's right there. But he's in a nice position. He got some great roommates, some very hungry freshmen along with him. They got a great freshman class with his group, and their recruiting seems to be above par than what it has been in the past. So I'm excited to see what they do in the coming years. His position right now, he's wrestling 141. They moved him up, but they're trying to actually try to vault him up to even a 149 pounder. So I mean, he's 6 foot tall. He probably should be playing basketball, but he's a long, lanky kid, and they're trying to fill out his frame for that college position. So got plenty of time in the opens, and kind of suffered a short setback there at the beginning of the year to the concussion. Was sitting out for 3 weeks, but he's been cleared. He's been going for about a month now. I think he wrestled this weekend at Dubuque. Then he'll follow up again at Dubuque again on February 3rd, and then they start to take a break, and they hit the freestyle circuit. So he's doing well.
Good. All right. Well, I know your Mohawk wrestling team's doing pretty well this year, and you got some. Obviously he was a tremendous wrestler, but the program certainly is not, the cupboard is not bare. You got some really good kids and a couple of standouts, especially reaching some milestones for you.
Yep, Coach Whitlow and the assistants, Richard Ewing and Matt Messmaker, are doing great with the team this year. I think their dual record right now is 11-8. They're coming off 2 second-place finishes at Pekin and Waco this year. They're scrapping as much as you can ask for. Right now, it's that time of season where you're trying to get the kids to start peaking for the postseason and trying to cross your fingers and stay out of the flu bug and the injuries and stuff like that. So that's kind of it seems like everybody's getting hit with it right about now. But you got Nick Martin and Q, the returning state place winners from last year. They recorded each 100 wins this year. So they're battling through, and I think they're both respectively ranked right around that 5th, 6th, 7th spot, depending on which rankings you look at. So we're looking for them to continue to go back to the well. And then we have a couple hungry individuals that might have a chance. Districts looks well. They travel to Sigourney on February 3rd, and they'll be battling over there. I'll let Coach Whitlow come in and talk about that at another time. But, he's optimistic that he could get a handful, maybe possibly break our school's district qualifier record. So then we go back to Pleasantville on, I think, February 10th. For districts, and then we'll see how they match up there, how to go. So, yep.
How are the numbers? Are you filling most of your weight classes?
Numbers are growing. This is probably the most that we've had on a team for, I'm going to guess, probably 10 years. And I think we started right where about 20 or so. And for us, as we've continued to grow, that's pretty promising. I know last year we only lost 1 senior. We got a growing junior high program that kind of feeds into it. So hopefully everybody can keep coming out. And we got some new kids that came out this year that have never wrestled. So they're doing good things, and I think success is kind of contagious, and you're seeing that result in the room. So,
all right. Well, Amy Cochran, the AD at Moravia, we appreciate you stopping out. We're just up to date on all the winter sports there. We will look forward to get Coach Whitlow on here before the postseason and get his thoughts on what hopefully is a good run for you guys on the wrestling match in the postseason this year.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Coach. We will come back with more right after this on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement, planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home at 856-8661 or visit them at 501 North 18th Street in Centerville. Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Hey everybody, it's Ocker the Broker with Ocker Realty in Centerville, located at 315 North 10th, just across from the post office. At Ocker Realty, we don't just list your house, we sell your house. We have innovative ways to make that happen. One of them being our virtual tours. Check out what we can do for you. Give us a call at 437-0500. That's 437-0500. Or call me on my cell at 641-895-0862. That's 895-0862. Ocker Realty in Centerville. Follow us home. Ocker Realty is an equal housing opportunity firm. Russ Ocker Broker.
You are listening to the Pitchfork Show on KCOG Centerville, presented by Hy-Vee. I want to thank all of our fine sponsors who make the show possible each and every week. The Thomas Funeral Home. There's Tail that Billy may come out and participate in the Hall of Fame Challenge tonight. RK Auto Body, Cook Insurance, Chico Construction, Dave McCann and the crew there. Henley Dental, Northside Insurance, Daily Eye Wheat, Jim Ireland Menswear, Henry Hartman at the Goody Shop, J&L Flooring, and Ocker Realty. Also, Power Insurance. With our Hall of Fame, our challenge, and again, our presenting sponsor, Hy-Vee, and Josh is here now. Well, congratulations to Billy Thomas, added to his family. Yes, that was it. That's when 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Lila Grace, yeah. Got to see the young lass the other day. So, where at? Sharon, was she up cruising the square? Yeah, Lila was out. Yeah, out and about. So, certainly young these days. Cruising the square, I guess. Right. Good Lord. Yeah, that was last. I think that was last week. He's gonna be coaching girls basketball one of these days. That's gonna be a real treat. So, all right, Josh. Hy-Vee's got a lot of things going on, a lot of reasons to make everybody smile. Tell us about what's going on out here.
You bet. Got a great 2-day sale Saturday and Sunday. Stop out and see us. We got John Morrell 4-pound boneless hams for just $4.99. Kitchen Fresh 12-inch single topping pizzas for just $6.99 with a 10-cent fuel saver. Bakery Fresh chocolate chip cookies just $2.99 a dozen. We also have Hy-Vee K-Cups. Donut Shop or Breakfast Blend. These are 50-count boxes for $15.99 with a 25-cent fuel saver. We also have the Keurig 2.0 brewing system for just $69.99, and Pepsi products 6-pack half-liter bottles, 5 for $9.
All of that right out here at Hy-Vee, and I'm still waiting for my name to be called as a big winner. I got to feel like, I'm a pretty good competitor, surely, eventually.
Yeah, just keep swiping. You're going to get there eventually. It's all about how many times you swipe that card. So I better start seeing you in here more often.
I bet you, yeah. I'm swiping the rest that they see your name, they just go right back in the hat. Yeah. Your John Doe one, that's because he's the player for your team later. Yep. All right, Josh, don't go too far. We got some good stuff coming on our trip to the mound, and of course, we got the Super Bowl game coming up. That's a football. Is that coming up late early February here in the United States.
Being a Cleveland Browns fan, I'm not much aware of what's going on in that game. Yeah,
are we kicking field goals over here? All right. The Pepsi just
yeah. I got like 3 cents goalposts over there, so we record in the afternoons. Yeah, when the boss isn't watching.
Well, he's always surely give him something to do up the app. Yeah, exactly. All right. We'll take a break. When we come back, our In the Box segment, Centerville High School senior Michaela Bauer joined us, and we're going to ask her a whole lot of tough questions. That's when we come back on Hy-Vee.
What is important to you right now? Is it your health? Is it your job? Is it your family? Perhaps it's your upcoming retirement or your lack of a plan to get to retirement. This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Successful coaches always have a plan for their team and for the next ball game. In the financial game of life, you need a smart plan to protect your family and a smart plan for your retirement. For almost 30 years now, I have been helping people with life insurance and retirement plans with cash flow. It's critically important to have a plan financially for your family and for your retirement. I can help you with both. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville.
Henley Dental in Centerville reminds you of the importance of taking good care of your teeth. You should have your teeth cleaned and examined every 6 months. Call Henley Dental in Centerville at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Taking good care of your teeth can save you a lot of pain and a lot of money. At Henley Dental in Centerville, they offer a wide array of dental procedures. Call Henley Dental in Centerville at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Henley Dental in Centerville. Only 10% of collision repair shops achieve I-CAR Gold Class standard, the highest training level recognized in the industry. RK Auto Body is proud to be one of them. We know the latest repair techniques, how to find hidden damage, and how to repair your car's critical safety features so they work properly again. We invest in training because we would never cut corners with your family's safety at stake, and neither should you. Get your vehicle repaired at RK Auto Body, where your safety is our top priority. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500.
You are listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, your local sports show, presented by Hy-Vee. It is time now for our In the Box segment, which is brought to you each week by gentlemen of the crew at Northside Insurance, Belly Class 63333. Northside Insurance in Centerville. We're joined by Michaela Bauer. She is a senior at Centerville High School. And Michaela, thanks so much for stopping out tonight. Tell me just a little bit about yourself.
I'm 18 years old. I'm planning on going to Central this fall to study pre-medicine and furthering my career, hopefully in North Carolina, and becoming an orthopedic surgeon. Kind of want to specialize in sports medicine, so I haven't quite decided yet. Maybe be a softball coach.
Okay. So you could coach softball, and if somebody gets hurt, you just operate on them right there on the field, or how?
I haven't really figured that out yet.
All right, tell me about your family a little bit. I know there's a little brother, I know that, but I know you got some proud parents too.
Yep, Brandy and Craig Bauer are my parents. I have a brother, he's a freshman. His name's Jacob Bauer. I have a little sister, she's in second grade. Her name's Lainey, and then I have an older half-sister, and she's in college.
Okay, so having a brother freshman in high school, is that cramped your style at all, or are you a protective big sister, or are you you're on your own? Kinda?
I can be a little protective if you ask him, but we don't really see each other at school, so I don't really get to pick on him much.
You get to do that at home, pick on him?
A lot, yeah.
Okay. So you guys maybe put him in a headlock sometimes? You give him the nookie, or?
Yeah, we wrestle around a lot. Sometimes he wins.
Well, that's probably the problem is, see, when you get older, there'll come a point when he might be able to win even more often. Have you thought that through, that there could be some payback someday?
Maybe, yeah. This past year, he shot up higher than me, so kind of depressing that he's taller than I am now.
Well, hopefully, maybe you'll be in North Carolina by the time that she's with you, right?
I hope so.
And with the little sister, do you have to babysit much there?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay. Talk to me about sports then. I know you're a fairly active young lady. We got to see you knock a few balls out of the park this past summer, and but also basketball. What all are you involved with?
Softball and basketball, and then I trap shoot.
Okay. So tell me, let's start with the trap shooting. And that's kind of new, but I know you kids are kind of enjoying that.
Yeah, it's really fun. When I first went out for it, I didn't think I was going to be very good. Like, I've always been involved in hunting and around guns and stuff, but shooting a little clay pigeon, I don't think I was going to be very good at it. And first couple practices, I was better than half the boys, and kind of made me feel better about myself. But I really enjoyed it, and they all made me feel like I wasn't the only girl that was in trap shooting, and it was a lot of fun.
Awesome. And then softball. Talk to me about your first home run in softball. That's got to be pretty exciting.
It was really exciting. I didn't even think I was going to be able to hit a home run, and I always went to practices, and I could always hit them off the hitting machine and everything. And every time I got out to bat in the game, it just never happened. And then I finally hit one, and I felt like I was on top of the world. And then I came back a couple games later and hit another one at home. And
yeah, in front of the home crowd. That's got to be a pretty fun trip around the bases, especially in front of the home crowd.
It is, and I love coming home and seeing all my girls around home plate cheer me on, and it's a lot of fun.
All right, now basketball, I know this season it hasn't gone exactly like you girls had hoped, but it certainly seems like that you gals haven't given up hope. It seems like you're fighting hard out there.
No, yeah, we definitely are. Our trouble is we just can't put it all together. One game will be really good at defense, one game will be really good at offense, and we just can't all put it together and make a game out of it. And
that sounds a lot like my golf game. When I drive the ball well, I don't putt well. When I do putt well, I don't drive well. So it can be frustrating. I understand that
yeah,
for sure. Okay, other than sports, did I hear you're in the nursing program? Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, tell me about that.
Well, it's different, I guess, taking college classes in the afternoon and not being at the high school, but I've gotten a lot out of it. I've learned a lot, and I'm really glad that my mom made me take them my junior year. And the start of our junior year, there were 13 of us, and we're down to 2, me and Courtney Ballinger. But I'm really glad that I'm taking them just to get the college classes out of the way, and people are prepared for when I go to Central.
Okay. And other than sports, give me some other things. If you're not playing sports, you're going to school, what might you be up to?
Hang out with my friends, probably watching Netflix. I like to be outside a lot, so I hunt and fish and ride horses.
Talk to me about fishing then. What pond, the lake? What do you fish?
Mainly like family friend ponds. Just me and my dad kind of go around, my brother, and just kind of fish, I guess.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to catch?
Definitely bass.
All right. Do you eat the fish too? When you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And hunting. What are you hunting for?
Mostly deer. I've been turkey hunting a couple times, and squirrel and rabbit, but I love hunting deer.
Okay. And how much of that will you eat as far as
much
deer,
as I can.
Squirrel?
Yep.
Atta girl. This is a smart young lady right here. All right. Russ is a big fried squirrel. Oh, fried squirrel's my favorite food in the whole world. Can't beat it. All right. Okay. Work anywhere?
Not right now. Babysit when I can. I don't really have time for a job anymore. Hopefully getting my CNA license and working in a nursing home.
Okay. And you say you're going to go up to Pella, right?
Yep.
Central next year. So are you by nature a Hawkeye or a Cyclone then?
A little bit of both. I started out as a Hawkeye fan, and my whole family's Hawkeye fans, and then I kind of drifted to be an Iowa State fan, and now I'm just in the middle, and I don't know, I root them all.
Okay. Well, we like the Hawkeyes around here. So.
Yeah.
What about the Super Bowl now? Are you a sports girl as far as watching it? Will you watch the Super Bowl?
Probably, but just for the commercials.
That's the only reason we watch it too. So. And Michaela Bauer is a senior at Centerville High School. And so have you thought about, the time is ticking away. Have you thought about, are you ready for graduation?
Yeah, it's kind of scary to think about it. Watching all my other friends graduate that were upperclassmen, and now it's my turn, and it's weird, but I'm excited. I'm ready to start my new journey and just go at it.
Okay. It is time now for your 5 fast questions.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Are you ready? All
Yep.
right. Okay, give me a pet peeve. You seem like a super nice gal. What really ticks off Kayla Bauer, though?
Pointless conversations.
Like this one?
No.
Big ears, really, yeah. Okay, dream vacation. If we could we were going to give you a team vacation, go anywhere you want, where would you go?
Bora Bora.
All right, she's ready for that. All right. Give me a celebrity crush. You mentioned earlier that you don't have a prom date yet, which we think if we throw that out there, I mean, a great guy like you.
I don't have a prom date, so anybody who's out there that does not have a prom date and wants to go with me.
The phone will be ringing. But what if you could win a date with any celebrity? So give me a celebrity crush. Who would you?
Probably Cody Johnson, which she's a country singer.
Really? I should know that as you.
Yep.
I've been a little out of the loop there since last March, but Cody Johnson, I don't know Cody Johnson.
He's pretty good.
Pretty good? Pretty good or pretty good looking?
Both.
Okay. Cats or dogs?
I'm definitely a cat girl, but I have dogs, so both, but I love cats.
Okay. All right. So now I want you to think about your class. All right. It's that time of year. Obviously, when you get to graduation, you'll be going to everybody's party and reminiscing and all that stuff. So we just we have a new president. We had a changing of the guard or the peaceful transition of power not long ago. If I were going to say to you, someday somebody from your class is going to be the president of the United States of America, who's the first person that pops into your mind?
Bad Hill.
There you go. Well, and you know what? That hasn't been on the show yet. His day's coming. We'll ask him if we think he could ever be the president. So, all right, Michaela, thanks so much for stopping out. Thanks for being a great kid and representing Centerville. We wish you all the best.
You're welcome. Thank you.
This is The Pitch on KCOG Centerville. We'll be back after this with more.
When it comes to menswear, nobody does it better than Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square. Whether you need a new suit to look your best for that next business meeting or a new golf shirt to look your best for that next business meeting, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help. And remember, wedding season is just around the corner. For all your tuxedo needs, stop by Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square. From business to casual, from head to toe, Jim Ireland Menswear. We've got you covered.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiwegian.com. That's dailyiwegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appalachia County.
You are listening to The Bench on KCOG Centerville, presented by Hy-Vee store. And we are ready to tackle a little bit of girls basketball. Coach Mac Kovacevic joins us now. And, well, Coach, had a bit of a rough one last night. You had a few games since we last talked. We started out real well against Putnam County, and then things kind of went south on us.
Yeah, I had a real nice first half. Girls played really well. Came in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and apparently those adjustments were not the right ones to make. Yeah, I think Putnam County came out and played really aggressive in the second half and got after it. I think they were a little bit
maybe shell shock coming into they came into the game playing, like the coach said, like 3 games in 4 nights. I think their legs, maybe they weren't ready to go, and then came out and again, it's the same thing that we talk about. They came out in the third quarter, and those shots that they weren't making in the first half went in the third quarter. And just like anything, that when it comes to basketball, ask Coach Kruzich, when you're making shots, boy, the players make the coaches look really, really good. So, and then we didn't particularly play really well in the second half, and took one on the chin there on Saturday night.
Well, and the Sheridan team, Sheridan's got a really good basketball.
They do.
No doubt about that. Are they in position to win the conference, or I know they're for Eddyville Blacksburg?
They play Eddyville at Sheraton on Friday, and they have 1 loss, and Eddyville has no losses in the conference, so they're going to play for the tie in the conference.
Friday night will be our last conference game of the year. You got Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
We had some good moments up there. We were in that game for a little while, and that's just been kind of the story of the year.
It has been
for us.
Yeah, it has been. It has been the story of the year. We just can't get to be a 4-quarter team where we're at a quarter here, a quarter there. Even last night we had played a tremendous third quarter. It's just we're having really, really, really a lot of trouble putting 4 quarters together, and the consistency's not there for us to be a proven winner at all right now. And it's very frustrating when you see how good a team can play, and you just can't do it for a lengthy amount of period throughout the ball game. So we'll be ready Friday night. If we can get over we're back to having a bunch of girls sick now. So we had 3 or 4 girls miss tonight because of sickness, and Madeline didn't get to play much of any minutes last night because she's sick. So it just seems like it's been a really, really frustrating year with injuries and sickness and things going on. It's just it's been frustrating. But the girls that were there tonight, we practiced really well, and we'll put the game plan in tonight and tomorrow against Knoxville and give it our best for our seniors. It's going to be senior night down at Lakeview, so our two seniors, Michaela Bauer and Lexi Rieger, will be honored there after our game for being a senior and putting the time in and effort into being a Redette basketball player.
I thought Kobe Lawson had a very nice, very aggressive showing offensively last night.
Absolutely. Colby played her best game of the season. She was really, really, really active everywhere. It seemed like she she was everywhere on the court. Shot the ball particularly well. I think she was a little bit over 50% from the field and led her team in rebounds and was just kind of taking over that kind of, hopefully we hope she's taking a little bit of leadership here with this team. Colby's a hard worker. She comes to every single open gym in the summer, and when she can get the extra shooting in, she does that. And I think it's starting to pay off here late in the season. She's really kind of hitting her peak of her career here, and hopefully she can to continue that aggressiveness. And so that's, that was maybe one of the Colby's downfalls early on in her career and last year and early in this year. I just didn't think she was aggressive enough. I mean, we saw when she's aggressive, how she can play and play without fouling and be that kind of that post player that can kind of go with Madeline and be that player. So great game. Hopefully she can keep it up.
Well, experience-wise, number one, you're young age-wise too in a lot of positions. Experience-wise, you're very young, and so it's easy. I know sometimes think we should be doing better than we are, but I think the future definitely is there, and every game these girls play is just going to, again, build their experience.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we have very little varsity experience coming into the year now. I can only take that excuse so far now that we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel here for the season. So at some point, some of these girls are going to have to grow up and start taking some responsibility of being a varsity basketball player, and they will, and hopefully they continue to after the season gets over and kind of take basketball, hopefully maybe for some of them a little bit more seriously, as they found out that we can't just come and just show up and be a varsity basketball player and be successful. So they get after it during the off season and teams and go play more scrimmages in the summertime, and we can become a bit more competitive ball club.
And your tournament schedule is out, so you know who and where, right?
Yeah, we'll go back up to Eddyville on the 11th. Yeah, thank you, Chad. 11th of February,
7 o'clock up to play Eddyville again. And kind of like I talked on the radio last night, I mean, we've played Eddyville tough both times this year, not for 4 quarters. It's been those 2 examples of playing them. We led them after the first quarter and was still leading midway through the second quarter up there last time we played, I believe. And it was a very competitive ball game for 3+ quarters in that game. And we just, we're going to have to play. We know we're going to have to play really, really well. And maybe Eddyville might have to be off just a little bit to come around and have a chance to win that ball game in the fourth quarter. So it's what happens when you're 2-14. There's no easy road to win postseason games, and you're almost counted on going on the road. So we're gonna bite the bullet. We're gonna, when it gets to that point, when we go up there, we'll have a great game plan and we'll be ready to play.
That first quarter up there was probably the best quarter I've seen you guys play all year long.
Really, absolutely. And again, it was a quarter where we came out and made shots. I mean, this game is we make it more difficult than what it can be sometimes. If we, like particularly last night, guys, I mean, you guys were there. We had some great shots in the first half. They just didn't go down. I mean, we're wide open. I mean, Lexi had some nice looks in and out on a couple threes. We got the ball down inside a few times, nice looking shots. They just didn't make it. I mean, that's basketball when it comes to that. If you don't put that brown thing in that orange ring, I mean, it's going to be tough to win ball games. When you score 10 points in the first half, we held them to 20-some. I mean, you should be right there in single digits if you're going to be a deficit at halftime. But when you only can get cluster up 10 points and a half, I mean, it's going to be, you can't win varsity ball games scoring 25 to 35 points. I mean, it's very, very difficult to win varsity basketball games going like that. So we've got to figure out a way to get the ball in the hoop more.
Coach Matt Kovakovich, Red Hat basketball senior night Friday night. They're wrapping up the conference season with Knoxville. So let's get a good crowd down there. We'll introduce the seniors in between the boys, or the girls and the boys game. And we'll introduce, I believe, for all the winter sports, from the girls basketball, boys basketball, I believe the cadets, maybe.
Cadets, cheerleaders, and bowling.
I believe bowling, bowlers. So we'll get, so hopefully we get a big crowd down there on Friday night to recognize a great group of seniors. Well, before we go to break, I want to recognize some things coming up Indian Hills-wise. The camps, January 28th and January 29th. So that is coming up this weekend. Pitchers and catchers on the 28th and a hitting development on the 29th. And the 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. is the younger kids, 8 to 12. And then the 13 and up is in the afternoon, 1 to 3:30 p.m. You get a break if you do all the sessions. $60 if you do the one session. If you do both sessions, I think there's a little bit of possibly a little bit of a break there, or maybe not, I don't know. But anyway, we've got the registration in advance at indianhills.edu/baseball camp, or just call Coach Walker at 895-3588. That's 895-3588. You get a T-shirt. That's what you get. I see that now. All right. And also, the banquet, Indian Hills banquet, is February 2nd. I know the boys are coming around selling tickets for that. That is February 2nd, where we can meet the Falcons for this year and have some good
Do you know who the speaker is there?
I don't know who the speaker is. Coach Walker, if you're tuned in, give us the speaker for this year's banquet. We'll look forward to that. Maybe I'll say it right here. Maybe I do know. Guest speaker, yes, I do. Jeff Nichols. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Jeff Nichols is speaking. Silent auction fundraiser, happy hour, 5:30 to 6, and the meal served at 6. It's at the Manhattan Steakhouse. So Jeff Nichols is the speaker there. Tickets are $20 a piece. So there you go. For the Indian Hills banquet on Thursday, February 2nd. It's a good crowd out there for that. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll take the Hall of Fame challenge. And we got some great competitors in the house tonight. We'll see how it goes when we come back on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
When it comes to menswear, nobody does it better than Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square. Whether you need a new suit to look your best for that next business meeting, or a new golf shirt to look your best for that next business meeting, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help. And remember, wedding season is just around the corner. For all your tuxedo needs, stop by Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square. From business to casual, from head to toe, Jim Ireland Menswear. We've got you covered.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl, or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiwegian.com. That's dailyiwegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appalachia County.
All right, you are listening to the Pitch Sports Show on KCOG Centerville. And I did find it, if you attend both sessions at Indian Hills, the baseball games this weekend, it's 110, so you save $10 on that.
We knew we'd count on you.
Well, I knew I saw that somewhere. All right, guys, the Power Insurance Hall of Fame Challenge. We got Jacob, Josh, and Cadillac, Billy Thomas, the Hall of Famer Chad Lee. We got Maddie out here to help her dad. You're not going to help your dad? Okay, guys. Of course, help me. Of course, our subject is the Super Bowl. That's football, American style. Okay. What year was the very first Super Bowl played? Who played in it? And who won it? What year? Who played? And who won it? It's a three-part question. Cadillac's got his phone. You can't do that. What are you doing? You can't use your phone during the Hall of Fame challenge. Oh, I don't know what the calculator. I know what you're up to. You can't use a calculator. No outside devices. We'll take a break. See how they get on the Power Insurance Hall of Fame challenge.
Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home at 856-8661 or visit them at 501 North 18th Street in Centerville. Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Hey everybody, it's Ocker the Broker with Ocker Realty in Centerville, located at 315 North 10th, just across from the post office. At Ocker Realty, we don't just list your house, we sell your house. We have innovative ways to make that happen. One of them being our virtual tours. Check out what we can do for you. Give us a call at 437-0500. That's 437-0500. Or call me on my cell at 641-895-0862. That's 895-0862. Ocker Realty in Centerville. Follow us home. Ocker Realty is an equal housing opportunity firm. Russ Ocker Broker.
All right, here we go. The Hall of Fame Challenge. The first Super Bowl was between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. How we doing so far? Everybody's 2 for 2? Everybody's good? But what year was it? It was 1967. 1967. How'd we do? No. No, Chad. Chad's got 1967.
Oh my goodness.
Chadley Koestner takes down the win. Who won the game?
I thought Green Bay won it.
Yeah. Green Bay was the winner of the ball.
Oh, 4 for 4.
4. Who else got it? Anybody get Green Bay winning?
I had Green Bay winning.
Everybody got winning. All right. Chad Lee is the winner of the Hall of Fame.
Congratulations, Chad. Yay. Woo!
Oh,
2 seed, Russ.
it happens every
Yeah,
once in a while. Oh, my
That's
goodness.
the first 16 and 1 seed right there, bud. According to you.
Coach Parker seems to think he's tuned in tonight. He thinks he would have got them all. I got this in 3 seconds. He said,
Well, yeah, because he asked Alexa.
okay, Google. We will grab a break. We'll come back and take a trip to the mound here tonight. We've got some great sports minds.
Yeah,
Here
for mine.
We'll come back right after this.
What is important to you right now? Is it your health? Is it your job? Is it your family? Perhaps it's your upcoming retirement or your lack of a plan to get to retirement. This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Successful coaches always have a plan for their team and for the next ball game. In the financial game of life, you need a smart plan to protect your family and a smart plan for your retirement. For almost 30 years now, I have been helping people with life insurance and retirement plans with cash flow. It's critically important to have a plan financially for your family and for your retirement. I can help you with both. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville.
Henley Dental in Centerville reminds you of the importance of taking good care of your teeth. You should have your teeth cleaned and examined every 6 months. Call Henley Dental in Centerville at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Taking good care of your teeth can save you a lot of pain and a lot of money. At Henley Dental in Centerville, they offer a wide array of dental procedures. Call Henley Dental in Centerville at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Henley Dental in Centerville. Only 10% of collision repair shops achieve ICAR Gold Class standard, the highest training level recognized in the industry. RK Auto Body is proud to be one of them. We know the latest repair techniques, how to find hidden damage, and how to repair your car's critical safety features so they work properly again. We invest in training because we would never cut corners with your family's safety at stake. And neither should you. Get your vehicle repaired at RK Auto Body, where your safety is our top priority. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500.
You're listening to the bench on KC on the Centerville, and it is time now for our trip to the mound. We've got just some tremendous sports minds here tonight, and we're going to see what these guys think about a few subject matters. The Cadillac joining us. This is his first ever trip to the mound. You get about 30 seconds per answer. That's not going to be long enough for Billy. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah. All right. First, I want to talk about this Grayson Allen thing. It's been annoying me for a while. This guy has obviously got some issues. Duke suspends him indefinitely. Turns out to be one game. Is that enough? And does this, where are we at with Krzyzewski on this? Did you have any respect for him before? And if you did, have you lost any? Your thoughts on the Grayson Allen deal? Cadillac, they're giving you the microphone first, guy. Get right in there.
I think the popular answer is yes, put him on the bench and let him think about what he's done. But if you are Coach K and you are Duke and you think of the future recruits, I don't think you can do that because these guys come to Duke to go on the NBA. And if you ruin a guy's quote-unquote career, what are other recruits going to think? I think it's tough.
Really?
No, I don't think it was long enough. I
I think the indefinite should have been indefinite. I mean, you've seen this kid do this multiple times, and then he comes back and kicks some guy in the groin and just kind of does it all over again. I don't think he learned his lesson with the one game, and obviously he's kind of become a cancer down there. They've lost 3 games in a row, I believe. So, Coach K, I think he's got a bunch of freshmen on that team, and I think he was looking at Allen as an upperclassman to kind of lead that team, and he's leading them in the wrong direction.
Coach Shavakovich, yeah, I mean, I think the one-game suspension was kind of a bogus deal, but we also got to realize that Coach K's not on the bench now either. I mean, he's been out with the back surgery, and I think he's going to be out for another day. So maybe them losing the games, maybe not so much on Grayson Allen maybe being a cancer. Not to say that he's not, but I mean, a lot of it is they now have Jeff Capel coaching, who literally tore the whole Oklahoma basketball program to shreds. So he's not a very good coach anyway. So, but anyway, it always comes back. But if you're Grayson Allen and you're thinking about the next level, I mean, what are you thinking? I mean, it cannot help your draft stock if you want to go on to the NBA. Yeah.
Serious issue.
So, I mean, I don't know.
He's an idiot. I mean, let's start with that.
I don't know what you do. You would think that it seems like every single game I watch him, he gets in some sort of a scuffle with somebody and do something ignorant.
I'm tired of the announcers covering for him.
Well, it's Duke. It's always going to be Duke.
To say that, well, he's under close watch. No, I don't see anybody else doing that night in and night out. And Ndamukong Suh, the same sort of thing. Obviously, these guys have some issues, and Grayson Allen's at the level where I don't know, this should be dealt with.
I'm just shocked that Duke found a player worse than Christian Laettner. Honestly, I mean, this guy is right up there as far as he's going to be one of the most hated college basketball players of all time, and not just by fans, but I think by his peers. I mean, no one really that says anything about him has anything good to say about the kid. I mean, he's an above average basketball player, but as far as anything else goes, I don't know what they see in him and why they keep him out there on the floor.
I think that to me, the things that he's doing. Okay, Christian Laettner was a trash talker. He played to the crowd. He loved to be hated and all that. I don't remember him tripping people. Elbowing people on purpose. What Grayson Allen's doing is, as somebody that's playing against you, I shouldn't have to worry about you tripping. I mean, if you get physical, an elbow gets in there, whatever, but I should not have to run up and down the floor and worry about some moron tripping me all the time or kicking me in the groin. At some point, I'll tell you what, the ACC is being taken on this too. The second time should have been a couple game suspension. The third time should be, okay, you're out for half the year, and it happens again, we're just done with you. They should be waiting.
He didn't talk about it. He did this 3 or 4 times last year and didn't get in any trouble at all. Right. And then the first time this year should have been enough to slam the door on him. It should have been enough to say, obviously, that it did. Right. Okay. Right. If it was the ACC not going to come in and do North Carolina, Kansas, Kentucky can get away with this. I mean, if it were a Hawkeye, he'd been thrown out, and just the smaller type schools. I mean, these big power schools are going to get away with that.
They went to the Woodbury last year when he's poking everybody in the eye.
Right, and I thought I had enough of that too. I mean, you shouldn't have to worry about the dirty stuff. Like to say, you put action in. Yeah, sure they were.
He was just big and bumpy.
Yeah, at some point. I mean, come on. Cadillac, you have a final thought here?
Yeah, I don't think the ACC is going, or college basketball is going to do anything, because I think it's good for the game. I mean, look at us right now. We're talking about college basketball. I think they kind of like it.
I think we're going to talk about college basketball.
Not like
no matter what. But
well,
I don't know.
At the end of January,
you're wrong.
Start talking about it. I think it's good for basketball. I think it's terrible what he's doing, but getting a lot of press.
All right, there you have it. As far as the Krzyzewski deal, for me, I like Coach Krzyzewski. I don't tend to put college basketball coaches up on a pedestal like ESPN and everybody else wants to do, like they're just awesome, great people because they're good coaches. At the end of the day, they care about one thing: how many games can I win and how much money is going to end up in my pocket. And this is evident here because there's no doubt this kid needs to be suspended for a long period. But Krzyzewski wants to win basketball games.
Now he has a chance to earn his $5-6 million he's making as well.
Exactly. All right, so Antonio Brown, you had a little problem there with him having the phone on in the locker room and the NFL. But this goes beyond even the NFL. This is something that can be happening at the high school level and all that. How big of a concern should this be for coaches? And we'll start with the guy that's currently coaching. Chad, you're coaching football as well. But when you're in the locker room, do you ever think about the fact that the things you're saying could be recorded either audio or video? And is this a big concern?
I hope not. I hope it's not getting recorded. No. No, I mean, it is. It's a problem, and I don't know how they do it, how some of the coaches at collegiate and the NFL levels do it with some of the things that they're allowed to say and do and tweet and put on Bookface and everything like that. But I mean, it's definitely a concern, but we're in that age now, Russ, where anything and everything that you do out in the public eye could be recorded. So as a coach, you definitely have to, I think, be on your toes about what you say and what you do, just from the standpoint that at any point in time, it could be somebody could take a picture or take a video of it. So I think it's definitely concerning for all coaches at all levels. I think it should be, if it's not, because you got any on the news channel and get you called in on the carpet. So you definitely got to watch your P's and Q's, what you say and what you do, and things like that. So yeah, I think it's definitely a concerning deal.
Lee, and that's the unfortunate thing here, because a lot of times I know with me and Kobach here, we come in a locker room and we're into the game or we're into a practice or something, and emotions are kind of running high, and you don't think about, obviously, I suppose you should, but you don't think about some kid running to his locker and getting his phone out and taping what's being said, because you like to think that what happens in the locker room stays in the locker room and it stays within the team confines. But obviously, like Antonio Brown, that should have never been out there. That was a kind of a private moment. Obviously at the NFL level, there's cameras in there and film crews and all this and that. But at the college level and stuff like that, in my mind, there's no place for phones to be out. You shouldn't have to worry about that as a coach. But also, as a coach, you do need to realize that you're talking to 15 through 18-year-old, in our cases, young ladies or men and stuff. So you do kind of somewhat curse what you're going to say to them. But on the other hand, I shouldn't have to worry about, I talk to my son at home the way I talk to all the players, and sometimes these kids need to be talked to quite firmly and get your point across. But I don't think you should have to worry about it. The Cadillac? What do you think?
What do you say? I mean, it's a part of the time that we're in. You have to be careful what you do, what you say.
I think the NFL actually does have a rule. I think you get so long after the game before the media is even involved. But the one thing I would say about it more than anything is I don't think Mike Tomlin needs to apologize to anybody for what he said. Coaches are going to say whatever they want to say about the other team. I'm sure Bill Belichick's in the other locker room calling the Steelers names, and the Falcons are calling the Packers names. Let's go get them blankety blanks. Are they grown men? And I'll guarantee you, nobody with the Patriots offended. I'm sure Bill Belichick was not offended by Mike Tomlin.
Well, we already had a camera in there. The Patriots. It would have been funny if Belichick. What do you mean? We already had that film. All right, we are all but out of time here on the Pitch Sports Show tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming out. And on the show tonight, Coach Kabakovich, Jamie Cochran, Coach Krusich, Coach Johnson, Caleb Bauer, the Cadillac, Josh, Chadley, thanks for stopping out, everybody. Maddie, you got anything to add to this? What do you think? Should phones be in the locker rooms? Would you dare ever record the coaches' fifth meeting? No? Okay, good. No? Shake your head, Chad. Yeah, I see that's a no. Thanks, Jack. Do you have a phone? She does have a phone. Yeah. There you go. But you saved it all for the call.
Tell Russ who the best university in the world is.
There we go. She better. If she wants to eat supper, she better talk down. I want to thank all of our fine sponsors as well: Thomas Funeral Home, RK Auto Body, Cook Insurance, Chico Construction, Indley Dental, Northside Insurance, Daily Highways, and Jim Ireland Mentor, Henry Orban at the Annuity Shop, K&L Flooring, Ocker Realty, and Power Insurance for the Hall of Fame Challenge, and our presenting sponsor, Hy-Vee. Don't forget, Friday night is senior night. Everybody, let's get out and support our fine young athletes as we recognize our seniors. Thanks, everybody. Until next time, take care.
Your morning routine.